11 foods we eat that are actually poisonous. Before we continue with the video, don't forget to kindly click the subscribe button below and click the bell icon below to be notified when we upload new material. There are many things in the world that can kill us, but we typically consider our vegetables and fruits a pretty safe bet. So it may come as a surprise to hear that many foods that you eat every day are actually quite poisonous and should be eaten with proper precaution. Here are 11 common everyday foods that are actually poisonous. Kidney beans contain large amounts of the glycoprotein lectin. As few as 4 uncooked beans could cause extreme nausea, diarrhea and vomiting. Many cases related to kidney poisoning were due to slow cookers, which did not reach a high enough temperature to destroy the lectin. Peppers are a good example of the quote that was said at the beginning of the video. If they are consumed in high doses, they can be lethal. This is due to capsaicin, the substance responsible for giving them their spicy taste. Potatoes contain solanine, a toxin that acts as a pesticide or fungicide. It is a natural defense against the insects and fungi that might attack them. Solanine is very poisonous in large doses. It can cause anything from gastrointestinal symptoms to hallucinations, paralysis and even death. Eating too many potatoes can be dangerous for you. Cashews are beneficial, however they can be dangerous when they are raw or undercooked. In this state they may release a toxin called urushiol, which can be lethal in large amounts and cause skin problems in small amounts. It is best to sprout or soak cashews for at least to remove the enzyme inhibitor for safe consumption. Just like with cashews, almonds, especially the bitter ones, need to be sprouted, toasted or cooked. This is due to the fact that they have cyanide, a substance that is toxic when consumed in large quantities. It is best to sprout or soak almonds for at least 12 hours to remove the enzyme inhibitor for safe consumption. Cherries may seem harmless, but when they're consumed in very high doses, they can be toxic. That's because cherries also contain a harmful acid. In excess, it can cause headaches, confusion and vomiting. Innocent-looking apple seeds contain cyanide. Cyanide is extremely toxic to humans and has been linked to many famous murders and suicides. If enough apples are eaten, they can cause vomiting and other side effects. Peach and apricot pits also contain cyanide. Tuna has a high concentration of heavy metals such as mercury. In normal doses it's processed by our kidneys. However, if our bodies cannot process the metals, they can negatively impact the normal development of our brain functions, as well as cause dizziness, fainting and lack of coordination. Tomatine is a toxin that is typically found in the leaves and stems of tomato plants. Large quantities are reported in green tomatoes, however no tomato poisoning cases have been reported thus far, and tomatoes are considered safe to consume. Mushrooms are extremely dangerous, simply because there are thousands of species with varied characteristics. Although some are edible, there are toxic types of mushrooms. One of the deadliest mushroom toxins is alpha-amanitin, which can cause damage to our liver. Surprisingly, it is not the rhubarb's red stem that is dangerous, but the green leaves which contain oxalic acid. It can lead to a formation of kidney stones, and if enough leaves are eaten, it can kill you.